Hey everybody, Captain Murphy here from piratesahoy.net. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of progress that we've gotten along here in cannonballs. As I was assigning a new project to one of our developers, I came across a section about cannonballs, and you can see here's one flying along here. You can see that it actually went underwater this time, and it didn't disappear immediately, which is humorous because normally the cannonballs I had been working with would almost immediately despawn as soon as they hit water, which happens to be what CryEngine does to bullets. But it's only in multiplayer environments. It doesn't happen in single player because that's, I guess multiplayer is more than likely more intensive, so they despawn them. Well, I found out that you can actually set multiple resistances. With the underwater section, this cannonball loses velocity up to right around 400 times more than when it's through the air. So in the air, it's being affected by air resistance plus gravity. Well, and when it goes underwater, cannonballs don't really move through water very well. They do quite well, but they can only move a few meters at a time. So we're looking right here, that cannonball struck just ahead of the vessel, and it still continued on to the point that it's just now losing the velocity to where it'll begin to just have only gravitational effect on it. This is a built-in CryEngine effect. This isn't something that we did special or anything like that, so don't get all fancy about us. This is just us finally figuring out how to make CryEngine work with our cannonballs like we wanted them to. So one of the things that we wanted to do is make it so that when a cannonball hits the water, it can continue through and cause damage to a vessel underwater. And I wasn't able to figure this out because every time the cannonball would strike the water, no matter how close to the boat, it would despawn the damn thing. So anyway, just a super tiny bit of progress here that just happened to trip on today that should hopefully get my sinking effects back on track again, because I haven't been able to do any flooding damage changes to the ship entity because I just couldn't get the cannonballs to actually appear underwater. But anyway, so this hopefully will get us back on track again. The second thing I wanted to throw in there is I've got rudders working now, and not working as far as making the boats turn. However, I do have the object itself able to be turned. So this is a basic rudder object, and it can be turned using a degree. So you're not having to control it by radians. You can control it by a certain amount of degrees. So this is finally working. It was a bear to get these things to align using different axes, because you can see that the rudders aren't on a completely vertical axis. And if anybody has a question about that, let me know, because in CryEngine, making things rotate on a non-vertical axis is kind of a pain in the butt. And I can hopefully help you with that, because that took me about 4 days to figure that one out. So anyway, that's the slight bits of progress that have been made in the last couple of days. And hopefully we'll have some more to report on sinking effects and damage coming up here as far as flooding. And it's a complete rewrite of how flooding was working from the first time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and remember to like, share, and subscribe, and head to piratesahoy.net to volunteer your time. Thanks.